Well, hello, good people. It's your boy Johnny J, and I've got something to confess. I have a photography-related problem.
Uh-oh. Johnny, come here for a minute.
Hey, hon, what's up? Oh, that's where I left it. You right to go there, mate? Once I come to the realization that I had this photography problem, I had to do something about it. And as you may or may not know, about 6 weeks ago it is, I broke my wrist.
Ouch.
So I haven't been able to get out and shoot as much as I'd like. And I definitely haven't been out with the long lens. It would have been impossible to hold. But I'm finally starting to get my strength back with 1 week to go. And with the realization that I have this problem, I needed to do something about it. So I whipped out to the local pet shop, picked up a bird feeder and some bird seed, and set it up in the yard, ready to do some bird photography. So every morning for the first week, I'd wake up and my young bloke would be looking out the window and I'd get the bird report. How many birds today, mate?
None yet, Dad.
None? Until about the 7th day.
How many have you seen this morning, mate?
6, but now it's 7. This is Rosella.
And of course, once I had my morning coffee and it finally clicked in, there was birds, it was go time. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to take this camp mattress and lay it on the ground over here. Because I think my shots I want to be really, really low to the ground. So I'm going to lay the mattress out and then I'm going to put the tripod down in front of it. So here's my thought process about the setup. You can see on the right hand side, that's where I'll be with the camp mattress. And about the center of the lawn, you can see the bird feeder there. And behind that will be this row of bushes. And together it looks pretty cool. I think there's going to be enough depth of field to blur out the background, yet still have an interesting background behind the birds with that greenery. So we're all set up now. I've got the little camera set up. Let me show you. I've got it on my laptop here. There's my live view, basically, of the bird feeder. You can see the bird feeder out there. And there's my mattress. The plan is when I see something on here, a bird come and having a look at the bird feeder, take my camera out the door behind me, get down the mattress on the tripod and try and get a few shots. All right, the birds have arrived. I can see them on the camera now doing their bits and pieces. So it's time to slowly get out there and get into it. Shh, gotta be quiet. Let's do it. Yeah, I can see some pigeons and rainbow lorikeets out there now. Shh, gotta be quiet here. It looks like I haven't really disturbed them, which is good. They're not really that worried about me. So I think the idea here is I want to get really tight. So that's why we went with the 2x teleconverter. I think that was a good choice. Looking at what I can see, I can get really tight on my subjects here. And I want to create a few portraits. So what I've done, I've also put some bird seed just out on the ground so they move away from the feeder every now and then. So it'll allow me to get those nice little portraits. There's a bit of sun coming in. It's quite harsh out there at the moment, but that's going to soften over time. Oh, another 3 more lorikeets just landed. There's so many out there now. My God, it's so good. It's so good having birds in the yard. You've got no idea how good this is. And I think, just between you and me, this is exactly what I needed. Exactly what I needed. So settings wise, I want about 1/500th f13. And f13 is a limitation I've got because at 600mm, this is a 6.3 aperture lens. 6.3 is the fastest, the widest it can open. So with the 2x teleconverter on it, which I've got now, you lose a couple of stops of light. So it means f13 is the widest I can open up. So 1/500th f13, ISO 64, constant autofocus with that animal and bird eye autofocus on, which I absolutely really love. That works awesome. The other thing you can see is I've got this video tripod here. And the reason I'm using that is because I can loosen it up and get lots of movement out of it. It's pretty much like a gimbal tripod that you'll see some of the wildlife photographers use. A bit bulkier, I would say, but it still functions the exact same way. It allows me to move the camera around with the live view on and really get the shot I need. We've got continuous shutter speed on. I'm just using the live view here at the moment. What I do like is there's a skim of light that the bird feeder's in right now, and the background's quite dark, so there's really nice contrast between that background bushes at the moment, the birds that are in the light. It looks really, really cool. All right, so let me hurry up and get a few shots here. Let's have a look here. There's pigeons out. There's so many birds now. They're not all at the feeder either. They're picking at some of that seed in the grass, which is just awesome. Oh, there we go. That's one. Yes. Looking into the light, little catch light in the eye. Oh, that's sick. Beautiful. Let's see if we can get something here in one of these lorikeets. And then with a bit of luck, we get a few more birds come down in. Oh, yes. Just got a lovely portrait of a rainbow lorikeet. Eyes nice and sharp, beautiful catch light. Oh, that light coming across the scene is just awesome. One of the big white corellas just landed. Oh, just scared all the other birds off. Oh, big fella. Oh, there we go. Did we get it? I think I might have just got the portrait shot of him there. Oh, yes. Perfect. I'm really happy where we're at with that. Look, if I get any others, I will show you on the computer after the fact. Back in Lightroom. Oh, there's just more and more birds coming in. It's amazing. I can't believe how many birds are here this afternoon. It took a week of almost nothing, then we had a couple this morning, and then this afternoon, it's like they just went out there and told their mates, come on boys, I'll show you where the feed is. Oh, this is so good. I'm so excited. This is exactly what I needed to fix my photography problem, that's for sure. All right, I'll see you on the computer and we'll go through these photographs.
Alrighty, here we are in Lightroom, and here's our 3 portraits. Really, really happy how these turns out. They look great. So there's our top knot pigeon, our corella there, and our rainbow lorikeet. Really, really lovely. Really, you know, the great thing about wildlife photography, when you get it right in camera, there's actually not too much post-processing to do. So something I think I might just show you here is the new generative fill, if I can say it right, in Lightroom, which really, really works well. So you can see I've just created a virtual copy here. We've got this distracting element down here, I would call it. It's just a feather, one of the white feathers there, but it's not really adding to the scene. So if we go up here to the third little icon along, looks like a little eraser or something like that, and then we click the first icon here, you can see we've now got this generative fill. It says early access. So it's in the latest version of Lightroom. If you don't have it in yours, you just need to update and you'll get it. So I want generative fill ticked here. Then I've just got this brush. You can change the size and opacity, and then basically all I want to do here is I want to go in and left and right brackets also changes the brush size. I'm just going to go in and just paint over that white area, okay? And then you can see we've got this, I just hit apply now, and it's going to go out to the web using Adobe's servers to generate a couple of new parts for that edge of that bird there. So we see the other thing, if we go back here, we have these 3 options. This is what's important here. You can see the variations. So that's the first variation, the second variation, and the third variation. I think the second variation is actually pretty good there. So let's close that. Let's have a bit of a look there. You can see that's pretty good. So if we look before, after, that's pretty good and saves heaps of time. Being able to do that in Lightroom rather than having to go to Photoshop is just a game changer. But look, in the end, really, really happy how these images turned out. It was such a fun thing to do, and yeah, I appreciate so much the bird life we have around here, and being able to have them in my yard is just awesome. Alright, good people, that's it for this photo adventure. I just feel so blessed to be able to go outside my office door and be able to photograph birds like that. Just awesome, and it's really helped me get through, you know, the process of not being able to shoot so much with my broken wrist. So, absolutely feeling blessed. Alright, as always, if you're enjoying these videos, show me some love. Drop a comment below. Give me a thumbs up. Also, just wanted to let you guys know, I'm thinking about starting a show called Ask Johnny J, where I'm going to answer all your photography questions. So if you've got a question and you want to be on the first show, if you want your question answered on the first show, I should say, please drop them below in the comments, and I'll keep track of those. But as always, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Trying to grow the channel to 5,000 subs. And remember, subscribing is free, but it helps me so much. It's just like following on other social media networks. So really, really appreciate all your support and your time watching my videos. And as always, enjoy your photography journey, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.